Okay, I don't come again. Now me be Mr. Pigin English General for Niger series. Wahala don bust you. Una remember our brother Peter Obi wey contest under the Labour Party. He don't come aside though. He don't provoke. He say, which kind of budget be this one? He say how they go use 15 billion to build new house for the vice president of Nigeria. He say, sure, which kind of thing be this now? Why we no dey get our priorities right? He can't look the thing. He say 15 billion. He say how much they want give student for student loan. He say the full student for this full country, they want give them only 5 billion naira for study loan. Now he want build only one house as if they build heaven for your vice president. He say even the lecturers for this country, he say their full salary for 1 year, all the lecturers, e not reach 10 billion naira, but yet they want use 15 billion naira to build house for one person. Now if Peter Obi first come outside, if you see tweet, he got tweet. In fact, make una watch the tweet when he put it for social media, when everybody call they say true, Peter Obi get sense for this thing when he dey talk.
Even as I am still studying the 2024 fiscal budget as presented to the National Assembly last week, I cannot wait as I am compelled to ask, what is exactly wrong with us as a country? I ask this question because it is hard for me to understand some of the recent happenings in our nation. In these critical times, the recent news about the budget provision of 15 billion naira for the construction of a new residence for the vice president is both shocking and disheartening, considering the many important challenges facing our nation. Just recently, in the supplementary budget, the sum of 2.5 billion naira was included for the renovation of the vice president's residence in Abuja, which means that he already has a residence. Again, the budget presentation, I heard the sum of 3 billion was allocated for the renovation of the vice president's residence in Lagos. If we total all these sums, we would have budgeted a sum of 20.5 billion for the housing of the vice president at this critical time, when we are not just the world's poverty capital, but more people are falling into poverty, with so many Nigerians not knowing where their next meal will come from. Our health facility have collapsed and unemployment is skyrocketing. I am convinced that 99.9% of Nigerians can only dream of living in the current residence of the vice president. Several people employed in the universities are not being paid. Just to give an example, the salary of a professor in a Nigerian university is about 400,000 naira, which without removing tax is about 5 million a year. What we have budgeted for the housing of the vice president, who is already luxuriously housed, is therefore the annual salary of about 3,000 professors. This is the finance needed to develop the much needed human capital. The budget of 5 billion for student loans, which is yet to be disbursed, is only a tiny percentage of the cost of the vice president's new house. We are projecting to use 4 times the amount for educating all Nigerian indigent students to house the vice president. And we are being told that there is nothing wrong with us. I am sure the major teaching hospitals in Nsukka, Lagos, Ibadan and Zaria did not receive this much capital vote in the budget this year. We have had leaders that were exemplary in the past. Most Nigerians may not know that the popular 1004 flats in Lagos was a land allocated for the building of a presidential mansion for the then head of state, General Murtala Mohammed. He sternly turned down the offer and instructed that the land should be used to build blocks of flats for civil servants. This is the kind of sacrificial leadership worth emulating. Our leaders must therefore stop the recklessness and insensitivity to the plights of the masses. We need leaders who show compassion and are willing to sacrifice for common progress and development. Such compassionate and frugal leaders are critical in our journey to the new Nigeria.
Okay, my country people, how una see the news? Peter Obi, make I advise you more advice. These lecturers wey they fight for, so say the house wey they want build for only one person, the team many pass their full salary. The lecturers not be there put the government for power, not be there work for INEC. So why they fight for the lecturers when they know they fight for themselves? Because they give them chance to do better election. The election, they carry problem. Nobody talk anything for inside. Because the only INEC bring law, say they go do election, they go announce result for real time. They not agree announce the result for real time. None of the lecturers talk for the matter. They say they don't do it. They don't do it. Now, They don't do budget when be say they want build only for one person, the vice presidential house. They want build that for 15 billion naira. We pass all the full lecturer salary for this country for 1 year. Hey! All the money where all the lecturers they collect, if una calculator from January to December, it not reach 15 billion. But they want use that very money they build us for one person. Hey! This country, the thing they tie up every day, but when they look am they go. Now me be Mr. Pigin English General for Niger series. Thank you.